everyone, it's John. It is Dry Fire Monday, sponsored by Mantis and the Mantis X Firearms Performance System. And this week we're going to continue on in micro drills that will help us to get faster and more accurate as defensive shooters. If you want to keep your shooting skills primed, you have to regularly dry fire. Mantis X is the best dry fire tool available to help you to stay sharp all the time. I use it every week. So the last 2 weeks, our dry fire challenge has been micro drills, and we've been doing some interesting ones here. So we started off with gun in holster and getting to the gun. And then last week, we went from gun on hand, in hand, and ready to go. And we pulled out here and we drove out to a high compressed ready or a compressed ready position. So I guess you probably know what we're going to work on today, and that is we're going to go from our compressed ready position to driving up and seeing our sights. We haven't pressed the trigger yet. That's not what we're doing quite yet. So all we're going to do this week is we're going to get from this compressed ready position where the gun has come out of the holster and on and drive the gun out. Now, if you want to add the trigger press, I'm okay with that, right? I actually have my Mantis unit installed on my HK right now, and I've been working on some stuff. I can't show you my screenshots right now, unfortunately, and do it with you on camera because I'm using my cell phone for the camera, and so I can't multitask and do those things at once. But I'm telling you, you can do all that, make it work, and make it awesome. But, okay, so let's think about where we were before. When we got out here, remember, where did we say we wanted our hands together and to start this? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Where we hands normally and naturally clap, that's where we wanted to be. So that's where we're going to go here. Again, my elbows are kind of tucked a little bit here, and they're touching my ribs, and I have the gun in hand, and I keep my head nice and high, and this is something I want us to work on this week. So from here, I'm just riding the escalator and driving the gun up to me. Now, I get it. I know that is not taught by some tactical trainers, and I get that we want to stick our butt way out and drive the gun out in front of us and really kind of lean into the gun. The reality is that all of the high-level shooters that I am running into and that I've been training with have changed my mind on that. And really recoil control is in your forearms far more than the rest of you until you're very petite. If you're down around maybe 100 pounds or less, then yeah, you start really running into some issues. But over that, you're probably okay. I mean, gosh, I was watching Melody Lauer this week shoot, and she has just the tiniest bit of forward lean and is still able to control recoil because she has strong grip and good forearm strength. So here we are. We come from here. We keep our chin and our nose pointed at the target. We're just going to stay up high and drive the gun on an elevator up and drive our sights into our line of view. Okay, cool. Now what this is doing is this is saying, okay, wait a minute. Now I'm still looking at the target, and then at some point my sights are coming up into my line of sight, and I see them and drive my sights, my front sight between my rear sight. Of course, if you're a dot shooter, what happens when we do that? When our slide is level, right? Our muzzle is level and we're driving out, then this is what Aaron Cowan calls a magic red dot fairy. The magic red dot fairy brings us a red dot. This is why you don't have to hunt for a dot at the end here, and you don't have to cheat using your sights. You just drive the gun up to its spot, and the magic red dot fairy brings you a dot. Now, what I see people doing and what I tend to do, what my problem is that I tend to come in here, and where I'm going at this, I tend to hunch a little bit. I tend to look down like this and go, oh, if I put the two together, then we go there. What I do there is I break my posture. I'm not going to shoot as fast. I'm not going to shoot as accurately, and it's harder to repeat because how much does the head come down versus the hands come up? So instead, we already know where they come up. I'm really trying hard on this one, and I'm going to give this to you as well. My hands are together. I got a good full firing grip. Drive the gun up to my sights. Drive the gun up to my eyes, and my sights come and do their thing. Drive the gun up to my eyes. Now, you can also do this in reverse. Here's the interesting thing on myelinating a neural pathway. It's what some people call muscle memory. I strongly prefer myelinating a neural pathway because it's your brain that has memory, not your muscles. So I can actually come here from this place where I've got this, and I can slowly do it in reverse. And if I slowly do it in reverse, my body doesn't know any different. And so now it's there. So it's myelinating the process forward, and I can see my sights, no problem. Myelinating it reverse, forward, yep, got it, reverse, got it. Now, what is this doing? It is making it repeatable that my body knows. When my hands come together with a gun in it, I drive the gun out, and I see that every time. Now, I've done that so many times that I get my dot every time, which is great. Drive the gun out, there's my dot. There it is, drive the gun out, there's my dot. Okay, cool. So that's your work this week, friends. It's simple work, it's not sexy work, but it will make you a faster, more reliable, more accurate defensive shooter. So I'm going to recommend spend 5 minutes at least 3 days this week. Do a couple hundred reps, right? I mean, how long does this rep take? It's like 1 Chicago, yep, 2 Chicago, 3 Chicago, 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago, 3 Chicago. I can do 20 reps in 60 seconds. So do 50 reps, do 2, 3, 4 minutes of this. And you're like, gosh, John, that's going to get a little bit boring. Well, so then go look at something else. Okay, so here's my dot here. Go there. Yep, got the dot there. Yeah, can I get it on that cup that's there on my desk? Yeah. Can I get it out here on that dot there? Yeah, sure did. Can I get it over here on this thing? Now, of course, we always got to point our firearm in a safe direction. Thankfully, I'm in my dry fire dojo, so I have a lot of good safe directions here. But do that stuff. Make it fun. See what it is. Okay, so here's my spot. Yep, can I see that up there? Yep, actually, that was kind of cool. It was a little high, a little different. Can I see that? Yep, felt pretty good about that. See that there? Yep. Cool, I can see that. So what that does is it makes me myelinate that pathway to do better. So hope it helps you this week. Have a great week, everybody. God bless you.